We were set up on a blind date.
She messaged me on Facebook and she was like, I've been waiting all year to see if I could set you up with this guy for my church. He has an interesting past.
We exchanged emails. 3 weeks we emailed back and forth. Like I tried to put together my wittiest emails possible.
In the meantime, I did what any person would do. So I Googled him. And when I Googled him, I found some very interesting things from his past.
About 8 mugshots. Is by interesting,
Because originally I would totally write guys off like that and be like, absolutely not. And I was like, but she says that he's a Christian, he's changed his life around. I
had mentioned in one of those emails that I couldn't go on a Thursday because I teach class at Salvation Army, the Adult Rehabilitation Center in the evenings. I did not mention, however, that I've been through the program.
I had said a prayer before I went, just if something's supposed to happen, then I need him to just tell me everything.
We went on a walk because things were going really, really well. So we walked around Centennial Park and I really felt led to just tell her. So I just kind of told her, I said, here's, I want you to know this. I want you to come into something eyes wide open. But so I was in active quote unquote addiction for over 7 to 10 years. It was somewhere around there, in actual opiate abuse, escalated to being a heroin addict, intravenous heroin use. And I have scars on the inside of my arms that will never really go away. It started in college, and I ended up hurting my back and went and got prescription painkillers. And I remember man, if one feels like this, what does two feel like? And it was at the end of my addiction where I really, really wanted to stop. I truly wanted to stop, but was in no way equipped to. Had watched lots of people overdose. It just kind of reminds me of how low, where I really was. I got into drug court because of some charges that I had out. After I'd failed a bunch of drug tests, they're all right, you have to go to rehab. So I went to jail, and you have to go to jail while you wait. And I remember being in jail, and after I detoxed, which was terrible, I would hear the Holy Spirit speak to me and be if you would just do this our way, hearing that calling in my life again, and literally raising a middle finger to the sky, and I kind of broke down at that point when it's just you know what, God, I'm just really tired of running and I don't know what else to do, and I know I don't want to live like this. If you can move, and I will follow. I talked about what God had done in my life and how I graduated from the Salvation Army ARC program, where I found God again, and how I was still in drug court at the time, and was you know what, if you don't want to go on another date, no harm, no foul. I totally understand.
He kind of told me his story and he opened up about it, and he really has changed his life around, and I was he was very honest and he was very funny. And then I remember I got in the car and I was I really like him.
God has taken over that part of my life, that I don't have to succumb to that because I'm a new creature. If you don't think that this is a miracle, the turnaround in my life is much more incredible than even someone turning water into wine. When people doubt miracles all the time, I'm man, you see them all the time, your definition has changed. There's no reason she should have went on that blind date. There's no reason I probably should have said what I said. There's no real reason for any of that stuff to happen if you take the Holy Spirit out of it. If you take that out of the equation, it just doesn't add up.